Here is the 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 Preferred Long Range All-Wheel Drive. In this video, I'll be going over what trims are available with the Ioniq 5, what safety features you get with this trim, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and the pricing. If you guys are new here, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so be sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Also, huge thank you to 401 Dixie Hyundai for allowing me to review this Ioniq 5. Be sure to reach out to them and ask for Doug. Starting with the different trims you can get when it comes to the Ioniq 5, there are just two variations that you can get. This will be the Preferred Long Range, which is a rear wheel drive, or this one, the Preferred Long Range, which is an all-wheel drive. By the way, there's no unlimited package with the rear wheel drive, which adds on a ton of extra things, and this will cost you about $6,000 Canadian. And that ultimate package is on this all-wheel drive that I'm looking at right now, so there's a ton of things that I'll be going over. And also, each of these trims will have their own unique features and options, as well as exterior looks and interior looks. Now, with the safety features that you will get with this Ioniq 5 trim, it includes the blind spot collision warning, rear cross traffic collision avoidance assist, forward collision avoidance assist with pedestrian, cyclist, and junction turning detection, lane keeping assist, lane following assist, driver attention warning, safe exit warning, highway driving assist, parking distance warning for reverse, and the adaptive cruise control with stop and go. And since this has the optional ultimate package, this is also going to add on things like the forward collision avoidance assist 2, blind view monitor, highway driving assist 2, surround view monitor, parking distance warning, and this is for the front and reverse. Also the parking collision avoidance assist, which is for the reverse, and the remote smart parking assist. And taking a look at what powers the Ioniq 5, the all-wheel drive is powered by a 239 kilowatt electric motor plus a 77.4 kilowatt lithium-ion battery. And this is going to give you 320 horsepower and 446 pound-foot of torque. You also get the ultra-fast charging, and in terms of range, with the rear-wheel drive, you get about 488 kilometers, and with the all-wheel drive, it's about 421 kilometers. And there's really not much of a frunk up here, but you can just open this cover here and you get some small space for things. The front of the Ioniq 5 is pretty unique. You get a mixture of aggressiveness and a retro look, and I think this is what makes this appealing to many consumers. At the bottom, you've got this aluminum silver portion, which has these two openings that do open and close. Also is this design that looks like vents, but are just for show. There's also the front safety sensors, and up here, right under the lights, you do have more of this silver trim, which is illuminated and does look cool at night. Also, between the lights is this gloss black section, which houses the front camera, and above will be the Hyundai logo. Then of course, you can't forget about these stunning and very unique LED headlights that do have the square look, and if you look closely, they're made up of small squares all around. Overall, giving this vehicle a very nice look. Now coming to the side of the Ioniq 5, again, this has the nice shape and styling, and this has the gorgeous lucid blue color. Up top, you do have a panoramic fixed sunroof, which is a part of the ultimate package. And around the windows, it's all black trimming. The door handles are body color. They do come out like this when the vehicle is unlocked, but when the vehicle is locked, they are flush against the body. The side mirrors are in body color and gloss black, with the turn signals, which are again made up of more squares. Also, if you look underneath, you do have these side mirror cameras. Now along the sides at the bottom will be more of that silver trim with the venting look. And it doesn't look all that bad. Plus, again, this is with the ultimate package. Even around the wheels is the aluminum trim and the nice designing. And speaking of wheels, and with the ultimate package, you are upgraded to these 20-inch aero alloy wheels, which are pretty stylish. Coming around to the rear of the Ioniq 5, the retro look continues back here. The whole rear bumper is in this aluminum silver trim, which surprisingly looks good. And in the middle, you do have the slots, also some gloss black trim, and the rear safety sensors. And in these slots here are the reflectors, which is pretty unique. Then are these cool looking rear LED taillights, which have more of the square look and plus are made up of a ton of more small squares. And in the middle of the lights, you do have the Ioniq 5 badge in white and also the Hyundai one above. And at the bottom of the tailgate, you do have the H-Track badge. Also, under the lights, there's more of that aluminum silver trim. There's also a spoiler up top with the built-in brake light. And by the way, there's no rear wiper on these. However, if you look closely on the spoiler, you do have these two open sections built in, which give this vehicle a bit of a more aggressive look. Opening up the tailgate, you do get a good amount of room back here for all of your things. There's also this privacy cover, which can be removed if needed. Back here, there's also a 12-volt outlet. And lifting up the carpeted area, you do have some more small storage space back here. Coming into the rear of the Ioniq 5, the door trim area is pretty clean and it's all black. At the bottom, you do have some space for things or a water bottle. Also is the speaker next to that with the chrome around it, which is actually illuminated. Then on the side of the armrest area is this smooth gray trim with more square designing and a bit of cloth trim right above that. And here's where the rear heated seat button will be. You've also got some contrast stitching up here and also the rear window shades, which again is a part of the Ultimate package. As for the rear seats, you do get leatherette trim with the Ultimate package, and in the middle sections, you do have this perforated area along with more of the contrast stitching. Also, like I mentioned, the rear seats are heated, which again is with the Ultimate package. And the rear seats can also be reclined a bit, which is nice. Of course, these seats can be folded down to open up the storage room back here, and pulling down the armrest, which has the cup holders, and even this part is with the Ultimate package. So there's a ton of things that you get with this, obviously. Now behind the driver and passenger seats is some netting space. Also, there's more cloth trimming over here, and on the rear console, there are no vents, and that's because these are on the sides. But you do have the USB ports and some small space at the bottom. Now heading to the front of the Ioniq 5, it's like the rear but with a slightly bigger area at the bottom, and the Ultimate package does give you the Bose sound system. Also up here is the driver memory seat buttons, and then the window and side mirror controls. As for the front seats, these look a bit more better than the rear because you have this silver piping all around them, and there's also more of the square designing, which continues into the perforated sections, which makes this stand out. Plus the Ultimate package gives you the vented front seats, and they already come heated, which is good. Certain exterior colors also give you access to the gray two-tone option. The front seats also come power adjustable, and you also have this leg rest here, plus the driver's seat you can recline into a nice resting position. There's also this chrome door sill piece which says Ioniq 5, and underneath are the pedals, hood latch release, and then above you'll have the auto hold, electronic parking brake, cluster dimmer, traction control, and the tailgate button. And the steering wheel is manual adjustable. And entering inside, the dashboard has hard material with the speaker there in the middle. And again, with the Ultimate package, this is going to give you the heads-up display, which is pretty convenient to have. Then is this clean-looking 12.3-inch fully digital cluster. And I love how this is surrounded by all of this white paneling. And on this, you can view all sorts of vehicle information, plus it's sharp and responsive. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather and has a flat bottom, and it comes heated. In the middle here, you do have this textured material with these squares. On the left side will be the Bluetooth, media, volume, phone, and favorites buttons. The other side has the cluster, cruise control, lane keep, and follow distance controls. There's also the drive modes button here, which you can go through, and it changes the cluster color depending on what you pick. Behind are also the paddles, lighting controls, and the washer and wiper controls. And to switch gears, you have this stalk, which you just twist and then press to park. The center console and armrest area is very unique on this because you have this floating style for the armrest, and you can even lift it up. Plus the armrest itself has some storage space in it, and down here is even more open storage space, also USB ports, and a wireless charging area. The front cup holders are up here, and with the Ultimate package, this whole center console can be moved back, giving you more room up here. And up here is more storage space, along with another USB port and a 12-volt outlet. And here's the start-stop button and the temperature controls, along with the heated and vented seat controls. Right above that are a few buttons like the power and volume knob, map, nav, media, favorites, tune, camera, and the parking sensor to turn them on or off. Then is this 12.3-inch touchscreen, similar to the cluster, and this is all one piece. This is also nice and pretty responsive. On here, you have the main screen with some info. Then there are two other pages of menus that you can go through. So on the first page is the EV section, where you can see your range, battery percentage. You can also set your minimum charge percentage. There's other things as well, like the max charge percentage, AC charging current, battery conditioning mode, utility mode, smart regen system, charging connector lock mode, and charging voice prompts. Next is the map section, which is nice and smooth. Then is the navigation menu to search for things. Next will be the phone section once you have it paired, of course. Then you've got the phone projection section. Then is just the voice memos. Next will be the climate section, or you can use the controls below. The warmer ventilation section is for the heated and cool seats. Then you'll have the valet mode, quiet mode, and HD radio data. Now under settings, you can adjust more things about the vehicle, including the ambient lighting that this has. Then is just the radio, media, blue link, notifications, and user's manual. And here's the 360 camera view. As you can see, there are a bunch of different angles that you can see around your vehicle. Here's the key fob and what it looks like for the Ioniq 5. And up top is the mirror, interior lights, sunshade, roadside assistance, and SOS. And like I was mentioning, here is the panel sunroof. Now coming around to the passenger side, the nice texture trim continues over. Then is just the usual glove compartment. There is no window sticker for this Hyundai Ioniq 5, but this does start from about $59,600 Canadian. Plus you've got the added $6,000 ultimate package, and all of this may be minus any dealer discounts and manufacturing rebates if they're being offered. Well, that does it for the review on this 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 Preferred Long Range All-Wheel Drive. Let me know what you think of this. Do you love it or do you hate it?